Student, in our previous lecture we have studied about the distance time graphs, and we can calculate the speed from these distance time graphs. So today we are going to calculate the speed of an object by using distance time graph for uniform motion. So first of all we have to draw the graph between distance and time, and we know that whenever any object it is in uniform motion, then it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. In this y-axis we have taken the distance, and in x-axis we have taken the time. If time is 1 second, then the object covers only 2 meter distance. If time is 2 seconds, then object is covering 4 meter distance. Similarly, when it have 3 seconds, then it covers 6 meter. At 4 seconds it covers 8 meter, and at 5 seconds it is 10 meter. When we join all these points, then we get a straight line, but this straight line it is passing through the horizon and having constant slope. Constant slope means it makes an angle with the time axis, and that angle is similar in every case. Now how we can calculate the speed of any object? We can choose any 2 points on this straight line. Then this point it is A and this point is B. We can choose any point. We can take A here, we can take B here, we can take A, B, any 2 point which you want to take. Then we mark that line dark, that we are going to calculate the speed of the object between these 2 points, as I have marked it A, B. Now draw a dotted line towards the time axis and towards the distance, and we can calculate the change. If this is the t1 time at point A, this is the initial time and this is the final time. This is the initial distance and this is the final distance where the object is at finally. So difference between t2 minus t1, it is t1 it is 2 and t2 it is 4. S1, because it is the distance, then we will choose the y-axis here. This is 4 meter and this is 8 meter. Then S2 minus S1 is equals to 8 minus 4 is equals to 4 meter. Now how we can calculate it? How we can show our calculations here? The speed of an object having uniform motion is constant throughout the motion. Why we call it as constant? Because at every interval there is a difference of 2 and time it is 1 second. Then what is the formula for speed? It is total distance traveled upon total time taken. So total distance traveled, it is S2 minus S1 upon T2 minus T1 is equals to 8 minus 4, or 4 minus 2, it is in meters or it is in second. Then we can calculate the speed, that is 4 by 2 is equals to 2 meter per second. Either we can say, sometimes the question may be asked from here, that speed of an object from distance time graph, that will gives us the slope of distance time graph. Slope means, what is the slope here? Slope is a line, and that line it gives us the speed of the object passing through the horizon. So students, this is all about the distance time graph. Now we will start with the velocity time graph. As you know, when velocity it changes with respect to time, then there is a acceleration. So in velocity time graph, again we have 2 variables, and one variable is velocity and other is time. As you know, time it is plotted in the x-axis and velocity it will be plotted in the y-axis, because velocity is dependent variable. Here we will study 3 types of graph. The first one is a velocity time graph of an object moving with constant velocity. Second, velocity time graph for uniformly accelerated motion, or third is velocity time graph for non-uniformly accelerated motion. So first of all we will take the first one, that is the velocity time graph of an object moving with constant velocity. When an object moves with constant velocity, that is, its motion is uniform. Its velocity does not change with time. Now we will plot the graph. In this axis, this is x-axis, we have plotted the time, and in y-axis we have plotted the velocity. Time 1, 2, 3, 4, it is 10, 20, 30, 40. Now when the object is moving with constant velocity, it means its velocity does not change. It means if the object is attaining a velocity of 40 meter per second firstly, then it moves with 40 meter per second. It is not changing. It means its initial velocity, it is 40 meter per second, and its final velocity, it is again 40 meter per second, because it is not changing. There is no change in the velocity of the object. Then at first second we check here, the object is moving with 40 meter per second. At second it is again 40. At third it is again 40. Then we get a straight line. This straight line, it is parallel to the time axis. So what conclusion we draw from this? That velocity time graph of an object moving with constant velocity is a straight line parallel to the time axis. Sometimes this graph is given to you and question may be asked that give the conclusion or the result of this graph. Then you will write down this result here, that it is a straight line parallel to the time axis. These velocity time graphs, they are used to calculate, number one, acceleration, and second is magnitude of displacement. So students, we know that when there is no change in the velocity, then the acceleration of the object, it is equal to 0. The second, that is calculation of magnitude of displacement, that we are going to study here. How we can calculate? So again you will mark any 2 points within which we want to calculate the magnitude of the displacement. Magnitude of displacement means area under VT curve. I am considering this area that I have bounded between these two lines. I want to calculate this area. This is under the curve. So velocity of an object, there is no change in the velocity, then it is 40 meter per second. Time taken between A and B, that is T2 minus T1. This is T1 and this is T2. It is 5 minus 2 is equals to 3 seconds. Area under curve is equals to area but rectangle ABCD. What kind of figure is formed under the curve? We have to calculate the area of that figure. As you know, this is a rectangle. Then we have to calculate the area of rectangle here. Area of rectangle means length into breadth. So what is the length here? It is time. And what is the breadth here? It is the velocity. So we will substitute the values, that it is 40 meter per second multiplied by 3 seconds, that we have calculated the time here. Then second inverse or second, they get cancelled. Then the value we get here, that the magnitude of displacement is equals to 120 meter. Don't get